We've just arrived in Norway to embark on one of Europe's most beautiful train journeys. From Oslo, winding through the mountains all the way to Flåm. Along the way, you'll see the stunning landscapes that make this ride so special, and what it's like to arrive in this tiny village tucked deep inside a fjord. If this is your first time here, we're Grant and Marissa. Subscribe to come along with us on all our adventures.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. We are in Norway.
Surprise.
Yeah, we are in Oslo right now, but we're actually headed out this morning for what is often considered one of the most beautiful train journeys in Europe.
Yeah, and to one of our all-time favorite destinations.
Yeah, so this is Norway. So we've been here before. This is one of our favorite places. We came here about 2 years ago before we were doing this little travel vlog. So we thought we would come back because we loved it so much, and we thought we'd take you all along
and show it off
for the journey. So yeah, today we are jumping on the train at about 8:30 this morning. Mm-hmm. So it's in about an hour. We're literally at the Radisson Blue Plaza Hotel, which is right next to Central Oslo Central Station. So very easy. So if you're going to catch the train as well, definitely recommend this hotel because it's right next to the station. So we're going to jump on the train. It'll be about, I think we said it's about 4 hours.
Yeah.
We get off at a station called Myrdal, which is essentially at the top of a fjord.
The fjord mountain.
Yeah. So you get up there, and then we are catching the Flåmsbana, which is it's like a scenic railway. Mm-hmm. So we're in a normal train that is also very scenic, but it's like a normal, like higher speed train that goes through the up there. And then this is like a scenic railway, so a slow journey kind of train that takes about an hour going down the fjord and then into the town called Flåm, which is a tiny little town in the middle of a fjord.
In the middle of nowhere.
But let's go head over to the train station, just down there, and we'll take you along.
Get this journey started.
Yeah. We have just got into
Oslo Central Station.
Yeah, it's actually a really pretty station. There's like a whole mall kind of over here. And then, FYI, this is like, what time is it? 7:30, 7:45?
on Monday.
On a Monday, it is
so
like
quiet.
It's actually very quiet in here.
Like there's a lot of people, but it's quiet.
The noise volume is very quiet. So essentially, there's like a whole bunch of shops and like little 7-Elevens and things like that in here.
There's our track. You said track 4, right?
Yep, we are going to be on track 4, which is right there. But we're here a little early. We're going to go stop and get a sandwich or something, right?
Yeah, for the train.
Yeah. So we'll show you around a little bit around the station. This is a very nice train station. We probably won't show it now, but if you do go kind of all the way down here, there's kind of it's almost like an old part of the train station that they've converted into restaurants.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll probably check that out when we come back to Oslo.
Yeah, because we ate there a few times and we really liked it last time we were here.
There is a 7-Eleven over here. Do you want to go look, see if we can grab a sandwich from there?
Yeah.
And then, if you are in here and you're trying to figure out where's my train and all that, there's this giant board up here. So everything's fairly well signposted.
Yeah, especially compared to
Copenhagen,
where we never figured it out the entire time we were there.
Yeah, but also we have our tickets booked on, there's an app called VY. That's how we've booked our tickets. So that will also give you all the information, and that's told me what carriage you're on and what track you need to go to. So very easy. But we're gonna go check out.
Oh, it's a little one.
What's in here? We're gonna grab a sandwich for the journey. Okay, sandwich acquired. We're now down at this track. Our train is already here, about 20 minutes early, so that is good. Train here. We're all the way down at track 7, carriage 7.
Carriage 7.
Apologies for our rickety suitcases on cobblestone.
It's a good sound. It's a good sound. Now we're at 3.
Yeah. All the way down the other end. Of course.
There we go. I know how train doors work.
Luggage stuff. Here's enough room.
I think we can squeeze them.
Okay, we made it on. Nice to know that these trains are here a little early, so you can come in. You don't have to rush. Just come down, put your bags away. And yeah, we are right behind us is like the luggage kind of area, so we're really close to our suitcases, which is nice.
Yeah.
But no, these seats are really comfy. You
Yeah, they're very spacious.
We have plenty of like leg room and stuff.
There's little footrests. There's tray table.
Yeah, there's like a little footrest that comes down, tray tables, and then there's even like a little thing.
QR code.
Maybe you could, if you want, you could try to scan this if you want to see what their menus are.
Which I just did.
I know these are pretty comfy trains. And then also up here, so above us, you can see over here, you can get some suitcases there. If you don't have a particularly large suitcase, you can put it up there. Honestly, it probably could even a big suitcase up there.
Yeah, but that's too like dangerous to like get
Yeah,
down.
I don't want to do that. My back's a little iffy right now, so I'm not going to do that. But no, each carriage is fairly large, and they're all just like two
across.
Which is nice. So very comfortable.
There are also European power outlets down between the seats.
Oh yeah, down the bottom.
Yeah. So if you have an adapter.
Down underneath there, yeah.
Or that is your native power outlet, you're all set.
Yeah. But no, this is nice. This isn't just normal or economy class or whatever. It's not first class or anything, so it's super nice.
Yeah, what is first class like?
It's probably pretty good. Just gonna wait here and we'll see. Wait till we get going.
Yeah.
All right, we're moving right at 8:25.
Yay.
Right on time.
So excited.
And leaving Oslo station. Okay, so we are on our way to Myrdal. We're currently in a very scenic tunnel, so I thought I would do something a bit more, something to show off, talk about this before I have to show anything scenic. we were just talking about this here. The app is actually, can you see this here? Yeah, there we go. The app's actually really good. You can connect to Wi-Fi, and you can see it shows all your information, but then it shows, you can actually go, where on the platform, it shows all the stops you need to take. Also, there was an option, see, it even shows you like where on the platform you need to be. It shows you like how long your walk is at the next at the next platform. It shows you like everything. So it's actually really good, pretty useful to use while you're on the train, just to show where you are. And then there's even like a cool little show your ticket. you throw it here and it just shows like a QR code. So when they come over and want to check your ticket, yeah. So the app's really good. Definitely recommend getting the app because it makes the journey a little easier. I'll walk through here and show you sort of the train. Thankfully, I wanted to show you like there's a cafe on board where you can get some drinks and get some food. That is it's in carriage 6, and we're in carriage 7, so that worked out perfectly. So I'll go for a little walk later. It opens at 9, so we have about 30 minutes till it opens. So I'll do a little walk through and I'll show you guys that in a second. But no, this is the more getting out of the city part of the train journey before it gets scenic, right?
Yeah, lots of tunnels right now going through like mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
Or underwater probably.
Maybe. It's very, but it's a very smooth, pretty quiet train.
Very smooth and quiet. Yeah.
And so far,
Yeah.
well worth it.
Yeah. Also, I want to show something really cute. Can you turn the camera to face the other way?
Oh, our bags are matching.
Our matching bags.
So Marissa's had this Fjord Kanken sling for quite a while.
For like 2 years.
I've been a big fan of the brand too. We've got bigger. We've got like sort of day packs that are like this too. I decided I needed to match.
Yeah.
So now we have our matching Fjallraven Kanken sling bags. Yeah, it ended up just being perfect for the camera gear with this little camera and the microphones and all that. So, so yeah, now we have matching. We do need to talk about this. We have matching suitcases. We have the same brand, different colors, carry-on backpacks. We now have the same these sling bags. We have the same day packs. We have the same brand of sneakers. We just like match everything now.
It's a problem. Are we too codependent on each other?
It's like one of us finds something that works. So it's like, oh, yeah, why not just get the same thing?
Yeah, and these backpacks, like, we're pretty obsessed with because
Yeah.
it has the coolest feature in the world.
Yeah.
We did another video about it, like, back when we first started.
Yeah.
But it's the backpack called Brevity.
Yeah. It's this brand. Wait, let me show. So it's spelled like that, Brevity. Yeah.
But the reason we love this backpack is for one very simple reason.
Side pocket.
Side pocket that opens up into the bottom of the backpack. So you don't have to, like, dig from the top. It's the greatest feature on a bag ever.
Yeah, and I've got one that's slightly bigger, but it's a camera specific one. So it's got just some, like the whole bottom section is
Just opens up.
It opens up to a camera section, so it's got more padding and it's slightly bigger. That's how they actually started, I think, as a camera bag. So that side pocket was meant to be for like to easily pull out a camera.
Cameras, yeah.
But then they made like a normal backpack as well. We've loved these for our carry-on.
Yeah, they're perfect.
Yeah, because you can just shove like a jacket or something at the bottom of the bag and just grab it out from the side.
And a few times when we've got, like, you know, every once in a while you get, like, pulled by security and they want to dig through your stuff.
You're
like,
like, just open up on
you're
the
like,
side.
just open that up, and they're like, oh, and they love it.
The camera one also has a side pocket, and mine also has like the front pocket of it. So like down, it's under there. I'll just explain it. It has like another zipper behind the front pocket that opens it. So you can essentially open the bottom section from two sides too. So, oh, there we go. We're out of the tunnel now. But no,
Oh, here comes the
Mr.
guy to
Ticket
check
Man's
tickets.
coming, so I gotta go show him the tickets. Okay, so I'm exploring the trains in between parking. So this is the cafe up here. It's cute. So there's just like a little sitting area in here. Venue. Alright, I got a tiny bit done in there, but it was super busy. I couldn't quite get around all the people, but no, the cafe's cute. Like it has like little tables and chairs and stuff in there. Most of it's just grab and go, sandwiches, drinks and stuff. You can get coffees and hot chocolates and stuff like that. You can also get the classic Norwegian treat of like a waffle. It's like a softer, like thin waffle with a brown cheese. I have not had this yet. I'm sure I will at some point on this journey.
We didn't last time we were here, so we have to
We
have
did.
it this time.
We didn't last time, so I do need to try it this time. But no, the little cafe's cute. You can go. Yeah, you can look at the menu on your phone and stuff beforehand. But it's a nice little option if you didn't get anything or you need a little snack on the journey.
That little house is cute.
Yeah, look at these cute little houses. Yeah, we're in more of like the countryside now. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys the bathroom on board the train. It's actually not terrible. So it's just like a little toilet here. And you get everything here. So there's a hand dryer, sink, there's soap, and some toilet paper and stuff. So yeah, not terrible for a train bathroom. Train bathrooms are a little iffy sometimes, but we're up higher now in the fjords, I guess. We're in kind of like a ski town right now. We're passing through called Geilo. Geilo. This is kind of the thing there, and then I think as we go past you, you'll see some more. We saw earlier, you could sort of see where the ski slopes were.
Carved into the mountain.
Yeah, you can kind of sort of just see up there. But you can kind of see where the slopes are. So it seems like this is a popular town during the winter. Yeah, there we go. You can kind of see the ski slopes.
Really cool ski lodge hotel.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of hotels and stuff around here. It's a big one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of hotels. Hotels and or apartments.
Yeah. Both.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're like roughly an hour away from
We know
Myrdal.
we're about 20 minutes behind schedule. Last time they gave an update. So.
Yeah.
Hi,
right.
we made it
On
onto
the
the
Flåmsbana.
Flåmsbana.
It's, yeah, you can see here. Look at this. We're literally on top of like a fjord
Yeah.
on this train.
Fjord Mountain. We'll show it better once everyone's kind of seated, but it's like very kind of like classic old school looking
Yeah.
on the inside.
This is the station. So you come from the other side,
Run through.
run through. The train was a little late, but this train seems to always wait for
Yeah.
the other train because
The
they
two
know
wait for each other.
they know other people are coming over.
Yeah.
So
But I'm really happy because last time we did this, like, we had to keep our luggage with us because the luggage racks were full and like
Yeah.
we couldn't get to a window. It was just
luggage
like a very
racks are
stressful.
there. As you can see, if you look around, it's a fairly big train, but you can see there's not much other room for luggage.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the people that do get this are coming up from the cruise port
Yeah.
and then going back down. They don't have luggage, but people coming from the train do have luggage. So it's
There's not always heaps of space.
Yeah.
But this is much quieter than it was last time. This is
it
nice.
is. Yeah. All right, so I'm getting out real briefly here at the waterfall. This is so cool. So here, normally like a lady comes out and does like a little performance. Wow. It's very busy out here. If you can't hear that, there's like a song playing right now. There she is. Yeah, so that's it. Letting all the other people take their photos. Marissa's stayed on, so I'll see if she wants to come out. Yeah, like all train journeys, there is a fair bit of just going through tunnels. So I just said that this is the only area where the trains can pass each other. So you can see there's another Flåmsbana right there. So they essentially have to wait here for the other train to come. And then we swap places. Okay, we just made it to the end of the Flåmsbana. Down, led us all the way down to Flåm, and look, just look at this. Like, spin around. This is literally the train next to us. And look at this. This is the fjord. You're literally...
It's like busy.
It is busy, yeah. You're literally in the middle. And you can see there's like a cruise ship here right now. No, it is remarkably warm.
I'm like sweating.
Yeah, it's a little nuts down here now. Look at all the people coming on.
Yeah. Well, because there's the cruise ship.
So yeah, you come off the train and you're just in this little town. Right now there's a cruise ship. That will be gone in a couple hours.
And then the town is ours.
And then the town is ours, yeah. On the right here is where if you're coming by ferry to Flåm, which you can. Yeah, if you're coming by ferry, you can go or catch ferries along here. But yeah, look at this behind us,
I love it.
But,
All right, do you want to walk around that way or do you want to go that way? The Mall of Norway's over there.
yeah. So
What time
we're
is
a
it?
tiny bit early.
We're a tiny bit early. You know, we could do it.
Apparently our apartment is like the hotel apartment thing that we're in is we can check into it at 3.
We could get a cheeky pint.
We have got suitcases and stuff. So I think we just walk around until.
Because that's easier with suitcases.
Or we sit somewhere out on the.
Yeah, we sit outside with the pints. My idea is perfect.
Like, we could try to get into our apartment and see what happens. Yeah, so then when you get here, there's a whole bunch of looks like there's luggage storage right there, yeah. And then there's a whole bunch of kind of like mall stores. They sell as you would expect, hiking clothing and stuff like that. And then there's a whole bunch of buses and stuff here. I imagine most of these are probably come for the cruise people.
Probably.
But no, definitely very cool.
There's a room up there. I wonder if we're on the other side because it's on harbor side.
Yeah. All right, we're just gonna wander a bit, see if we can find where our apartment is. And we'll see you in a bit.
All right, so we have made it into our room here at the Flåmsbrygga Harbor Apartments. So this is our cute little room. Nice little, very plush Scandinavian bed. End tables. I'm not seeing a great outlet situation, but that's
There's some down here.
There's some down there.
Down underneath the.
We got some chairs. We got a menu thing. The bathroom is quite nice, although the light's not very bright.
It's a very dark. It actually looks brighter on camera than it does.
The floor might be heated, actually.
Yeah, these are apparently brand new.
These are brand new. They're very nice.
Yeah, so, and then also we can show. We can. So out here is some other apartments, and then there's like a shared. There's like a shared kitchenette too. So if you want some toast or whatever.
Oh, it's like a full fridge.
It's a full fridge in
That's
here.
nice.
Okay. That's really
Little
cool.
coffee machine, microwave, all that good stuff.
Yeah, this is just like a communal sort of sharing area. So I guess like.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. And then each room has just like a key code to enter. So you all have your own code, which is cool.
Yeah.
Note to anyone staying here, the code to get in literally doesn't work until 3 p.m., which is the check-in time.
Yeah.
So we only had to wait like 20 minutes, so it was fine. We just sat by the harbor for a minute.
Yeah.
But so the view outside of our window, let me show you here, is it's not the water, but you can see the giant like fjord like mountain here, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you can see here, this is like a little like food truck like area, which is kind of cool. And then over here, all the way to the right that's Ægir Brewery. We'll take you there. We'll take you there in a little bit.
In a minute. Yeah.
But yeah, this is the Flåmsbrygga apartments. Apparently these are new, so they're owned by
Flåmsbrygga.
They are owned by Flåmsbrygga Hotel, which is over there near the brewery. So it's all owned by them, which is cool. But yeah. We're gonna just chill out. We're gonna have a shower or something, but then we're gonna go
Have a cheeky pint.
Go have a pint of beer at Ægir Brewery, and we're gonna have dinner there as well. We made a reservation for 5:30, so we're gonna have some cool Viking food for dinner. Okay.
Right.
We're outside. This is what the apartment building we're in is. This kind of building here, right? And then we were looking over this food truck area.
And all the beautiful mountains.
Yeah, and the giant mountains behind us. I'm showered because that train journey was actually quite warm. It is also warm here.
It's very warm here.
In t-shirt.
Yeah, our phones say it's 59 out. It's got to be in the 70s.
Yeah.
Do you want to go that way, or do you want to go through here?
Yeah, we can show. Yeah, I guess we can show the sort of fjord, right?
By the fjord.
Yeah, there is a cruise ship here that will hopefully be leaving soon. I think we read it leaves at like 4 or something, so I think it's actually leaving soon. Which will be nice.
Yeah, that will get everything nice and emptied out for us.
So this, here, this is like a cafe restaurant part that's I think also owned by Flåmsbrygga.
It's all part of Flåmsbrygga, yeah.
So you can come here, get a beer, get a wine, whatever, get a snack and stuff
they
inside.
They have ice cream and stuff.
I think they also do have some lunch and dinner options too that are a little cheaper than the sort of Ægir Brewery restaurant, which is a bit more expensive. But here is the cruise ship for today. It is the Costa
Diadema.
Diadema?
I don't know.
Looks rustic.
Ever since the Costa Concordia disaster, I'm like terrified of
I
Costa.
would never go on a Costa personally.
But it's gorgeous.
But you can see here, so now you can see here behind me is like some of the fjord water behind us. This area is sort of a lot of smaller ferries and stuff coming here.
Because you can take ferries from here through the fjords up to Bergen.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, essentially this cruise ship is blocking the view, so we'll show it. We'll come out and show it a little later. Yeah. Or even, so just when there's not a big cruise ship blocking the view. And then here, this here is Ægir Brewery. This is where we're gonna go for dinner, and then you can also sit outside, which is what we're about to do.
Yeah, because it's so gorgeous
There's
out.
a cute little outdoor bar right there, and we're gonna go grab a beer and sit out in the sun.
All right, so we got our drinks. I got the Czech pills. So just gonna. Perfect, very drinkable, delicious.
Okay, and I got the raspberry brut.
Okay.
I don't know. exactly what it is, but it looks and sounds kind of like a sour kind of thing, which I like. So. Interesting. It's not sour.
Okay.
It's actually quite smooth, but has a raspberry taste. It's very weird for me because I'm used to sours, but it's good. It tastes good. It's
This is like maltier than I expected. Like it's thicker and heavier than I
Can I
would have
try
thought.
that?
Yeah. I don't know if you're gonna like it.
Yeah, it's not quite me.
Yeah.
Almost tastes a bit of honey or something in it.
Yeah.
Do you want to try my raspberry one?
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
I like that better than this.
So behind us, you can see these like rooms. This is the normal hotel for Flåmsbrygga. So I definitely say like our room is nicer, but these all have balconies.
And the better view.
So yeah, they have the balconies and a better view. So I'd say like if you definitely would try to get one of these, as long as you're fine with the rooms.
Being a little more rustic.
Yeah.
Which to me was like kind of keeping with like the place and the theming. Mm-hmm. Oh, did you show the cute little like beer garden outdoor bar?
Yeah, so this is all new since we were here 2 years ago. This is like a cool, like fully covered area, which is good if it does rain tomorrow, which it might apparently. And then they've got a little outdoor bar here. It's only a few beers on tap here. I think they've got everything inside here. And then they've got a couple of really big covered areas here. A lot of outdoor seating, which is awesome.
I bet if it's cold out, they have like blankets and furs on the benches and stuff, because that's a very Scandic thing we've noticed, which I love and I wish they did back home.
Yeah.
Even though it's cold for 3 days. No, it feels good to be back. I'll be happier once the cruise ship leaves.
Yeah, it seems like some of the people already headed back to the ship, so we think they're about to leave. So it's definitely out, like, obviously, if you're on a cruise, come here. It's awesome. It's a nice little stop, but we like coming here outside of that because, like, I feel like seeing it out without the cruise ship is even better. Like, obviously, I guess people that are on that side of the ship get to see the view, but you kind of get to see it all encompassing you, like when the ship's not here.
Yeah.
And we might tomorrow, we know there's a cool hike, like kind of goes up here, which looks out over here. So
yeah,
as long
we
as
might do that again.
If the weather's okay and whatever, we might do that. But we don't have too much planned here. We kind of use Flåm as a nice rest stop, relaxing, hanging out here, just kind of doing, not much, just chilling.
Some R&R before we go back to the city and do like all of the walking.
Yeah. So there's not too much walking here, aside from if we climb that mountain, lots of steps.
Yeah, it's all steps. It's all stairs.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for dinner tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what were you thinking about getting?
Thinking about getting the salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like Norway's kind of known for its salmon, and that's something you don't care for, so it seems like a good time to get it.
Right.
And then what are you getting?
And I think I'm deciding to do two things. The menu seemed to have a lamb sausage with like potatoes, which I like lamb. I don't think I've ever actually had a lamb sausage though.
Oh, really? I've had lamb sausage.
I've had like beef and pork sausages and other types of sausages. Reindeer sausage actually in Norway last time we were here. In Bergen. But I don't think I've had lamb sausage, so that could be an option. The other one was like, what was it, was it spare ribs or something? Or rib?
Was it, or the pig wing?
No, that's right. There was also a pig wing, and I think they also had like
spare
ribs.
Yeah.
So
heaps of options.
Probably between the pig
and the lamb.
I can't remember, what was it called again? A pig.
Pig wing.
They called it a pig wing, which
like
I've never heard of, but it's just a part
shank.
of. It's like a shank, yeah. So it'll probably be between those two. We'll see what we get.
I'm debating if for my next drink I want to go in and see what they have inside. Because I don't love this. And I don't feel like an amber.
No, yeah, we can go inside and grab something. Yeah.
What was I saying?
So we were having a conversation, and we were like, we should talk about this on the vlog because like it's info about this place. We were talking about how this place just got, apparently in the last 6 months or so, got bought out by...
It got bought out by investors,
Yeah.
which is why they have the new apartments. They've clearly redone this space. Like, they got a injection of cash that they're using to do some upgrades. And we were confused when we booked it why we couldn't get a room in the main hotel. Like, this isn't peak season. Why it's not peak season, I do not know. Because this weather is incredible.
And it was lovely last time we were here at the same dates, at the same time.
But my theory is I'm wondering if some of those rooms are under renovation because they were rather on the rustic side.
Yeah.
So I wonder if now they're renovating some of, like they did the apartments first to give extra space.
Right.
And now they're renovating the old rooms. And that's why we couldn't get a room in the main hotel.
Yeah, that's because I don't think they owned the apartments before. I think these new investors probably bought out whoever owned those apartments.
They did.
And then renovated them. And then now maybe while the apartments are open, because there were multiple other people checking in to those rooms at the same time. And there's a handful of people going in here, not too many. So they might.
You can see some of the rooms are like the balcony doors.
Yeah,
are
I feel like so. We think that maybe half of the rooms are closed in there right now because it's kind of off season.
Yeah.
And which makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a stream of people going back to the ship now.
Yeah. We were just joking because we figured out these beers ended up being like $30, like $15 a beer. When it was a little pricey here because it's a cruise port. We were just joking. Oh, I wonder if the prices go down once the people get back on the cruise ship.
I wouldn't be surprised. I remember last time we were here. Remember we were talking to that really sweet woman who worked at the Mall of Norway? Do you remember this?
No.
We had a little short conversation with a very sweet woman who worked there, and she lived in the apartment upstairs.
Like the checkout person was talking to it,
right? Does she not have her apartment anymore?
Unless she's in one of. Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So she has to live somewhere else. Heck.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's sad.
But not necessarily. Like she might still own something here, or she lives in one of the. Maybe she found a house in the surrounding area. That's true. We'll show it probably tomorrow when we walk. We'll walk over that way, but there are cute little houses just outside of this this main hub area here. There's also a little like grocery store here, which is really cool.
There's a cute little co-op market.
And yeah, we'll definitely, regardless of if we do the hike or not, we're gonna go over that way because we want to show you all the there's these like Highland, like I guess they're not Highland cows, but what you would think of a Highland cow.
They look like Highland cows.
Scottish Highland cows, the ones that have like the little like fringes, the little like bangs and stuff, right? They were
super cute.
They look like little punk emo like cows.
There was also a little piglet last time that was very cute. A little piglet.
Yeah. So there were cute little farms, all sort of on this like walk that you can walk over
up
to a hike. Yeah. No, it's really cute. I think a lot of people.
I feel like if you come here just on a cruise, you're missing it. You're missing the best parts.
Because probably all you're doing is probably getting on the Flåmsbana, going up, going back down. Yeah. And I don't think that that doesn't really capture it. Or you're doing a boat ride. I think we're going to see if they're available or not. Probably not, because I think the cruises take a lot of them. You can apparently rent little cars. I think they're called like Twizzies or
Twizzles?
it's
Something
not
like
Twizzler, that's the candy. But it's like Twizzy cars or something like that. We've seen another cruise vlogger get them when they were on a cruise here. They're tiny little like electric cars that you can drive up. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know.
Actually, no, that's worse.
There's a few little things you can do, but it just depends on if like the cruisers have booked them all. As I said, we're not too stressed.
I think tomorrow is a Royal Caribbean trip.
Yeah. Okay. But no. Yeah, we love this. Yeah, well, someone is on a balcony up there, so some of the rooms are available. We were also debating whether we wanted to swim in the fjord,
which I kind of want to.
So we have done that last time. We did a sauna.
We did
last
a sauna,
time
which we can't do this time.
Yeah, But yeah, we were considering, because over there is like almost like a little beach that you can go into the water.
I wonder if you can jump from the docks.
I don't know.
In the marina.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, to be to be confirmed whether we'll do that or not.
No, I'm excited for dinner. It's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are at the Ægir BrewPub restaurant for dinner.
We're inside.
We're inside.
Yeah,
It's like the most Viking themed thing ever.
So like we're on the upper floor. So this is like kind of the
formal restaurant.
you can see it's kind of inspired by a Viking
Hall.
like mead hall kind of thing.
And then downstairs is the tap room, which is also very Viking inspired.
that's like a fire pit there, I think. I don't think it's on currently.
It's not on, but it's a giant stone fireplace.
Yeah, so that's all the brewery, that tap room kind of area, so you can drink down there, but if you want to eat, you come up here.
We just got our beers. I got the IPA. Oh, that's good. That's
good.
much better than what I had before.
Yeah. And I got the Kolsch, so. Oh, that's nice.
That's good?
These are better. These
Okay.
are better than our
They put the cheap stuff outside?
prior selections. They weren't bad. There wasn't
Yeah.
quite our
Yeah.
jam,
Yeah.
right?
And what's really funny is there's a guy that we remember, like a staff member we remember here from last time, and he's he must be like the head of hospitality or something, because he's just kind of everywhere doing everything, but he's very sassy.
Yeah, but in a good way.
But in a good way.
Not like a mean way, but in like a fun way.
Yeah. But yeah, so he was the one that like checked us in and showed us to our table, and we like remembered him, and he made jokes about us like knowing our reservation and stuff, and it made it extra funny because we've been here before. And
We actually
him.
remember, yeah, like we specifically remember this guy from last time. So the fact that we saw him.
Why do you remember him from last time?
So we saw him a couple times, but it's funny because I bought a Ægir Brewery T-shirt from their like gift shop, and I remember it was funny. I remember him specifically because I asked for like a medium, which is my standard kind of T-shirt size, and he was like, "You sure you don't want a large?" He's like, "We make T-shirts a lot smaller here, like in Norway." And he's like, "European sizes are much different." And I'm like,
"No, I'm getting a medium."
Medium's good, but. As a point, I brought that shirt. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow. It still fits me. It's a little tight, but it fit.
And you'll rub it in his face. Yeah.
But I do remember we were also having a beer downstairs last night, like 2 years ago, and he was doing a beer tasting with a couple, and I remember we were sitting right next to it, and I think we had like made a comment or something, and he was...
We told them to do the Viking plank dinner because we'd done it the night before.
And he was like, "Oh, you guys are selling it very well," and like he's like, "You want a job here or something?"
And I didn't say no, and I've regretted it ever since.
But yeah, so we, if we didn't say we're here, we're gonna eat dinner here. So we're about to eat dinner. We're waiting on our food. I ordered a pig wing, which I've never had before, but it sounded good. Comes with mashed potatoes and veggies, and sounded really good. Yeah. I think you already said it.
I ordered the salmon because when in Norway.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we'll show the food when it gets here. But I am very hungry.
Me too. So the food came, and we'll turn it around. I got, as I said, the salmon. There's like a butter sauce, roasted cauliflower. I think those are sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes. It looks delicious. Just gonna do a little cheeky little, but oh my god, the skin is like crispy. Ooh. Yes.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
Is that like the best salmon you've ever had?
Yep.
All right, yeah. So I got the pig wing, which is like a pork shank, I guess. Right. So I don't know if you can kind of see here. So it's like, this is the meat. It's got like sort of like I don't know what the gravy kind of is.
It's a caramelized onion sauce.
Massive bit of mashed potato and some cranberries, or are these like
Ligonberries.
Ligonberries. Okay, very Swedish.
Very Scandinavian. Good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really like it's very tender for pork. Like I feel like pork is often
Rough.
kind
Tough.
of dry or tough or whatever.
Yeah.
This is very much like juicier, kind of like softer.
Nice.
Let's try just a little bit of this.
Good.
Really good match too. Yeah. I think this is living up to
The hype?
what we wanted it to be. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we're downstairs now, so we're in the. You can see there's like the fire pit.
It's a
Stuff like that.
fireplace, not a fire pit.
Fireplace, yeah. I think it's got a fake fire in there.
It might,
right
yeah.
now.
But there's real candles up there.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want to see, you can see here, like, you can see here, this is like looking up at where we just were. That was the upstairs section. This is a very cool, very cool space. This is the bar over here. They got a big board that has all their drinks and stuff. So.
Yeah.
But no, it's definitely, it's cute.
It's cozy.
Yeah.
I think I said this before, but one of the things I love about Norway is they just have like furs and blankets everywhere for when it's cold. So everything's like always cozy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, dinner was very good. My pig wing, very good. I was saying to Marissa, like I love the like meat and potatoes of it, like the potatoes and the meat, very good. I didn't love, like, there was a lot of that cabbage in the sauce and stuff. It's not as much my jam. But all tasted good. I would have almost preferred it just sort of like plain mash, the meat, and then a little bit of the sauce or something kind of on it.
Yeah.
It sort of overpowered it, but very good. Like, it definitely was a good one.
I loved the salmon I got. I think it was some of the best salmon I've ever had.
I had a bit too.
The
Very
skin was, and you're not a salmon person.
Not
The
at all.
skin was crispy. The fish was flavorful. It was drenched in the most like decadent butter sauce. I think I ate like our cat's weight in butter.
It's a strange reference point.
It's just, that's how much butter it felt like I ate, like 12 pounds.
It's like, this feels like Albus. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you need to insert Albus here for context. And then lovely mashed potato, really nice roasted, like charred cauliflower. It was good. It's good. We debated getting dessert, but it was very expensive.
It was like $21 for a piece of chocolate cake, and I'm like, I said to Marissa, if there was like caramel or something there, it might have tempted me more. Chocolate cake's good, but it's never going to be the thing that
It's never going to be your
tempts
favorite.
me, because caramel is my jam. So they didn't have caramel or something. So,
Yeah.
but no, this was really good. It was a good dinner, very hearty, kind of like very like what you
very
want
Viking.
from a Viking, like meat hole kind of.
They nailed the theming. Like, they committed to a theme
Yeah.
and they execute it. Like,
It's a weird comparison. Obviously, it's inspired by very similar things. I think if you haven't seen the video, go check out our Epic Universe videos, because they did a very good job at mimicking this sort of style.
but like on giant theme park
the
scale.
At the what's it called? How to Train Your Dragon.
Meat hall.
The meat hole that's in there.
Yeah.
Because this is like,
Tiny.
I guess, somewhat a real one. It's not like it's obviously being corporate. It's a modern day like restaurant, brewery, but it's like, we're in Norway. This is like an act, like they know the inspiration, right? So and I think that a theme park did very good at mimicking this style.
Yeah, but like on the biggest possible scale.
Yeah.
No, this is lovely and cozy, and
All right, we're done with dinner, and look at this. No giant cruise ship, and we have the fjord
to ourselves.
It is so quiet.
It's so quiet.
so
It's nice
peaceful.
and cool. It's beautiful. The sun is setting. There's waterfalls down the mountains in the background.
Yeah, it's
Gorgeous.
It's just like, let me just show you properly around here. It's like, so that is Flåmsbrygga. That's the hotel. So the brewery right next to it there is so you can stay in these hotel rooms here, which is very cool. We were in like the one kind
room.
of this one here last time we came, and it was amazing. Couldn't get it this time, unfortunately, but definitely worth it if you can. And yeah, it just goes. It's just so like, even just see like how still the water is.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's also very clear. Like, you can see right to the bottom. Pretty far out.
Yeah, you can see.
So maybe we'll go swimming tomorrow. We'll see.
We'll see what the weather's like.
Because there's a beach over there.
There, yeah, right over here. You can kind of jump in and do like go swimming or just dip in if you have to. But yeah, no, this has been a fantastic first day in Flåm. A little bit of a day in Flåm. It was mostly a travel day, but it's, you know, this is a good start. This is a good start to our Norway adventure. And but yeah, make sure you're subscribed because we're gonna have a whole day in Flåm tomorrow. So we're gonna check out and show you around everything else here, and have a good old day. It's gonna be good.
We're gonna do some hiking. There's gonna be some cows. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we've got a whole bunch of other Norway videos coming up as well. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.